Best Irish music on irishradio.org with Jerry Byrne.
Irish Radio, I'm Jerry Byrne. Been speaking since the start on the onset of COVID and all that to some of the great and the good of Irish music. I've got a young lass who's been involved in music and been singing from a very, very young age. She hails from Donegal. She's recently released her debut album, some cracking songs on it. I've been playing it over this past few days since I received it. I'm delighted to say hello to the one and only Elaine Boyle. Elaine, how are you?
I'm very well, Jerry. Thank you for having me on.
It's a real pleasure. Elaine, listen, when did it all start? You've been singing from you were incredibly young.
Yeah, from a knee-high to the grasshopper, as they say. Yeah, very young. I started singing when I was about 14 or so, but my mum does have a video when I was about 3 singing The Boys from Killybegs Come Rolling Home when I was eating a lollipop at the same time. So that's probably where it first started.
Wow, that's starting young indeed. Now you've done.
Oh, definitely. When I knew I was going to get sweets, I thought I better sing here.
Yes, it was a case of singing for your sweets.
Exactly.
Now, tell me this: how do you went on in music? I mean, you play at the moment in well, not obviously with COVID, but before pre-COVID, you were playing actually in a two-piece act.
Yeah, I was playing in a small two-piece band. I've been touring for a good few years. I was very lucky. I was with Gary Gamble in the band for about 6 years, and we toured all over England, Scotland, everywhere. And I came home then. I was lucky. I got onto a tour of the UK in 2008 with Billy Joe Spears and Stella Parton. Right. And I was very honoured now to do that. And we done all the. I was the Irish act of the group. So we done a tour of the UK and Scotland. I had a great time. So I was very honoured to do that. And then when I finished that, I joined Dominic Kerwin and his band for a couple of tours. So yeah, I had a busy few years. So I took about a 10-year break, as you do. Right. You know yourself, life just takes over. And I got married and had 2 kids, and I said to myself, if I don't get back in and do it now. So I decided to take out this album, and that's me back on the road now. Well, at the minute I'm at the house, but gradually I'll get to the road again.
Indeed. Yeah, you've certainly. It really must have been fascinating, to tour with those greats of country.
Oh, fantastic. Do you know what? Billy Joe was an absolute legend of a lady. I got on really well with her. She called me baby girl. I just ran around the stage. She used to go on her fancy, sparkly shoes, and then the next song I would come out with her slippers for her, and she'd put on the slippers, and she would bounce about the stage, and she was 70 at that time, so she was, and she would big show of me. She was that fit going around the stage. But I learned a lot from the likes of herself and Stella. It was I was honoured, to be quite honest, to do all that with them. And if I never sung another song in my life, I had that experience, if you know what I mean. So.
Indeed, that is is incredible experience when when you're touring with with veterans like that who've been around for just so long and have toured the world.
Definitely, you can learn a lot from them. I know she told me plenty of stories about all her husbands and all that stuff. you learn plenty.
Yes, I would well believe it. But you've done an awful lot, Elaine. I mean, you from like the touring with Gary Gamble and Dominic Kerwin, also your own two-piece act, and doing the concerts and everything else. I mean, it's a huge swathe of different styles of work.
Definitely, yeah. I kind of, as I say, I went from one to the other. Like the two-piece that we have as well with my friend, it's kind of like traditional Irish stuff and as well. So, but my heart always lies in country music. It really does. And but it's nice to have that with different genres of stuff, and it's nice to be able to do different stuff as well, just to keep the mind going.
Indeed so. And your album that's just been released recently, did you record that in lockdown?
Yes, I did indeed. We done it a lot. The tracks were made for me, obviously, by a friend of mine outside the studio, and then I went in and put vocals down, and obviously we couldn't get the whole band and stuff together. So just everything it's amazing with technology nowadays that they can do their wee pieces at home, send it off to the studio, and we just slot it all together. So great work can be done on computers. I'm useless at computers, but so it was all done in lockdown. The reason the album track's called I Love Hope. So I decided to pick songs from kind of all around Ireland, based around Irish songs and different stuff. I got a few wee country numbers stuck in there because I'm just starting touring with the Ireland show coming up. So I kind of put it in mind of with the tour, and it's actually really taken off very well for me. Thank God, the sales are going great, and I've had a good feedback from it.
That's excellent, absolutely excellent. And needless to say, you can get details from the usual outlets have it, or you just details possibly on your Facebook page of it. That's Elaine Boyle.
Yes, of course you do.
Elaine Boyle Music, and some of your videos on there, very very good and very well done, I'll have to say.
Yeah, do you know what? I have to say a big shout out to my good friend Gary Gamble. He's the man behind the camera with all that. He done every ounce of work with that. He's a genius as well on a computer, and he's not just a pretty face and a good singer. He's a good tech man as well. So I'm very lucky to have him on my side. So.
Yes, absolutely excellent. I did see you were shooting a video, and I did see it was on a beach in Donegal, and it was absolutely bucketing out of the heavens.
It was pouring down. I went in looking as fine as I could have, and I came back like a drowned rat. So
yes, I could just imagine.
It's that's it. It's what you have to do just to get good videos out there.
Indeed.
You have to take the good with the bad.
Indeed.
Donegal weather.
Indeed so. And you had the coastal wind as well to go with it, just to add to it.
Oh, definitely. But do you know what? We were checking every day. What's the weather going to be like? Can we get filming today? And do you know what? We said, we can't do nothing with Donegal weather. We just have to go for it. So out and jumped out of the car in between showers, and we kind of run in and out. So I got my 25,000 steps in that day too. So I was very lucky.
Well done. That's absolutely fantastic. It's great. It's great to see that you're still absolutely passionate about the music and the country music and the singing, even though you've been off the road at this stage for over a year.
Yes, exactly. But you know what? I have to say, I'm very blessed. I did go out as well doing a one piece myself before the COVID came down, as I say, came on, and what I decided to do, I seen everybody else was doing live streams, and I said, you know what? I'm going to give this a go, and off I went. And do you know what? Nerve-wracking, because it's very daunting. You sit in front of a phone and nobody else around you, and you're singing, and there's no response and stuff like that. But it's something we have to learn to live with, and I got on with it, and I'm well over a year doing it now. But if I was doing my one wee piece, I would be sitting in a bar singing to a couple of people. Now I'm singing to people that's tuning in from Florida, Belgium, Norway, all over Ireland and Scotland. So it really has, and it's been good for me in a way, because it's got my name out there and international, if you know what I mean. But that's one thing good about the live shows.
Indeed, it certainly is. And the one thing that is quite amazing, and I've been talking about this to many artists, is the truly incredible amount of viewers that you're getting, even if it's only live, but not alone after it's live. There are thousands upon thousands of people who view your live sessions afterwards, and it's truly astounding. Yeah. Absolutely. It
is astounding, because I would have maybe 120, 150 people on a Sunday. I go on from 6 to about 7:30 on a Sunday. And, I watch away, and you don't even know who's watching you, apart from the few people that's commenting and stuff. There could be about 20 people commenting, but there's still over 100 people watching. And you think nobody's tuning in. But, I look back at one of my videos there one week, and there was 25,000 views on it. I think that's crazy.
That is astounding.
My biggest audience yet.
That is astounding. That really is. It's absolutely.
Yeah, mad.
It is, but the figures of all the people see. I mean, there's a stack of television programs would kill to get as many views as you are actually getting.
That's very, very true. It's true. But it's a good thing about the Facebook, you can share and stuff, and different people are coming on every week. I find there's different people coming to my page. Like when I first started out lesson, I put up a new music page for myself, because I was going through my own personal page. So I decided to put up a music page, and I only had 100 people out of over 5,500 now within a couple of months. So it's amazing. It really is. We've a lot to be thankful for.
Indeed so, indeed so. Even with all the problems that everybody has with with COVID and all the rest of it, it's one great thing that for the technology, as you say, that you can actually record and that you can do your singing, and you can have X amount of members of band musicians who can be literally based any place, and the whole thing can be put together.
Yes.
And you can talk
exactly, and just all put in together.
Yes, and also as well, like, you can communicate to people quite literally around the world.
Yeah, it's very, very true. Like, there's another friend of mine I know is a great singer from up the north. He has a woman that tunes in from Japan, and she gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning to watch him.
Absolutely superb. Absolutely superb.
It's crazy. Like, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
It is indeed. Yes, we've got Japanese listeners here on Irish Radio 1 who every single week requests a song on the Saturday morning programs.
There you go.
So it is. It's absolutely incredible.
It's a strange world we're living in, isn't it?
Indeed.
Technology is great.
Technology is indeed absolutely fantastic. Elaine,
my mother's 70, so she is, and she can't get over that we can have video calls these days. So she's doing great in it. So.
Indeed, absolutely fantastic. Fantastic to have all of these things. With the way that the restrictions that we've got on us at the moment.
Mhm.
Indeed, Elaine. Listen.
Sorry.
Well done to you on everything you've done. It's it's been.
Thank you very much.
It's been an absolute roller coaster of
definitely
a period of music, and you've done it all, and you're doing it all. And listen, good luck with the album. I know it's going a storm for you.
Yes, Jerry, thank you very much. Really do appreciate it. So, as I say, we're hoping to be over all going well in August at the Ireland show.
Lovely stuff.
So I think we'll be near in Dunstable as well. I think it's not far from you, is it?
No, it's down this sort of neck of the woods, all right. So, listen, I hope to see you. Hope to see you on stage.
Yes,
as soon as
you never know.
as soon as it's safe to do so. Fingers crossed that everything actually goes.
Exactly, by the luck of God.
Indeed, Elaine, lovely to speak to you.
And you too, Jerry. Look after yourself. Keep safe, and we'll be talking to you soon.